The opinions in this podcast are all our own.
But the businesses are real chamber members.
It's a chamber chat.
Coming to you from Wahoo, Nebraska. Chamber Chat with Kate
And Kat.
Welcome to Chamber Chat with Kate.
And Kat. I'm Catherine Nygren.
And I'm Kate DeCoste. This podcast is everything Wahoo Chamber of Commerce.
Well, Kate, it's been a minute since we've done this.
I know, and we only had to do that once.
I know. That was pretty good.
I was thinking I was going to mess it up, and we're going to have to do a retake of our intro.
Right. We had to do a little refresher course before we hit record.
What did we say?
I know. How do we do a podcast?
How do we introduce ourselves?
So, yeah, it's been a while. It was end of November, if I remember right, when we were just talking about all like the Christmas and Wahoo stuff.
Yes.
That was happening. Was our last time we sat and recorded.
Yes. It's been a busy December and January.
Yes. So much snow.
I was going to say, I feel like that's what I was mostly busy with was snow removal or snow like being shut in.
Yes.
Not being able to get to the studio.
Right.
So I'm glad that we are able to do that today.
Yeah.
And get a 2024
Right.
episode. It's kind of like
Yes.
our second season of Chamber Chat.
Right. Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. So, I have a little fun fact for you.
Ooh, okay, I'm ready.
I was just in another little committee meeting, and we were talking about our upcoming Chamber Awards and social. And Kat, do you know how many awards the Chamber gives out each year?
Ooh, good question. I know there's several awards that relate to things that the Five Famous Sons did.
Yes.
And there's like a Citizen of the Year award and Envision Wahoo and Business of the Year. I would guess there's probably eight awards in all.
That's a really good guess.
Oh,
There's
okay.
Yeah. So there's 10 total. There's 9 that the committee actually will award, I guess.
Okay.
Choose a winner.
Uh-huh.
And then the office, the chamber office, will choose a business of the year.
Oh, okay.
That's their thing.
Okay.
That they get to do. But so
Nice.
8. It was actually 10, but you were pretty darn close. I was gonna say you should
I
know
was
a
gonna
little
say,
bit.
I've sat through them and I read them last year.
You read the script, yes.
Yep, I read the script, but yeah, I just didn't like stop and count them. So
Yeah.
okay.
I know. I couldn't remember either, but we're doing something a little different this year too, where we're asking Wahoo citizens, the community, to give us some nominations.
Ooh.
And we'll be sending that out in an email. You'll be able to just give out your or fill it out. And if you have if one for the Sam Crawford Award, know someone you want to nominate, you can fill that out and hit send. Or if you know someone for all 9, you can put those in as well.
Nice.
But we didn't want people to think like I have to pick all 9. I only know 1 or 2.
Right. I had one good idea, guys.
Right. And so if you are a chamber, you can be a chamber member or just a community member for this.
Yeah.
You need to be on the chamber email blast or on our social media or Facebook. We will post it there, but it will happen pretty soon.
Okay.
Actually, when this goes out, when this is airing, it'll already be out now that I think about it.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be good.
Perfect. Well, yeah, I'd love to hear what people's ideas are, for people that are deserving of great awards.
Yeah.
Very nice. I can't believe that's right around the corner.
I know, because it's going to be February. I think when this drops, it'll be February. Is February 1st Thursday?
February 1st is a Thursday.
Okay, so this is going to drop on Thursday, February 1st. So happy February.
and go looking for that email that has the
the
link. Or if you don't want to be tech savvy, you can always call the office too and say, you know what, I've seen this person do great things all throughout the year.
Right.
Can I please put them on the nomination list?
Yes, definitely. And if you are a chamber member, please come to our chamber social. It's for all chamber members. It is free. There is a meal that is a free will donation.
Nice.
It's March 20th. Social will be at 5 p.m. Awards start at 5:30. And there is some voting happening too.
Oh, that's right. And that's the night. It's kind of like also doubles as our annual meeting.
Yes.
And so we vote for board member seats.
Yes. So really that social time is also a little fill out the ballot time too.
It's a little business.
Yes.
Little housekeeping. But you can do it with drink in hand.
Front, yeah.
So. Business in the front.
I don't know if there's
Starlight bar in the back.
Yes, there you go. There you go.
Because it is at Starlight.
It
correct?
is at Starlight. Yes,
Perfect.
you are correct. Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So yeah, I hope everybody comes, and it's just a fun night to recognize all the good that's happening in our community, and it's really a fun night.
It is a fun night, and it's right after work, so you can just come, enjoy a little. It's about probably and you'll spend no more than a couple hours there, because if we're starting it a little earlier this year with awards at 5:30, so you might even be there less than 2 hours actually.
Just to come, eat, vote, clap your hands.
Yes,
yeah,
have a drink.
Yeah, sounds like a fun night.
Yeah.
So you said that's March 20th.
March 20th, Starlite Event Center.
Social
5
at
p.m.
5.
Yes, social at 5 and 5:30 awards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes.
Sounds like a fun night.
Yes.
Well, should we kind of talk about what else we've got planned for 2024?
Let's do it.
Well, so kind of to recap a little bit, in 2023, I can't believe, it seems like it's been longer than this, but I can't believe it was just last year when we launched our app.
I know, because we launched it at the annual meeting.
That's right.
Last year.
That's right. We had the QR codes on the table.
We
and
did.
Asked everybody to pick up their phones and
and download the app.
Right.
Yes.
So we're coming up on a year of that.
It's like our year anniversary.
More plans for using it this year.
Yes.
Definitely use that events link. If you're a chamber member and you have any events coming up, you can go on the app and put the information about your event on there, and then it'll get approved by the office and post on the app. And don't forget, all the businesses are listed, but only chamber members have that access to the free premium listings that allows them to personalize with pictures, hours, website links, specials, and then those push notifications.
Yes. And someone that used that push notification, you have to add that business as a favorite.
Yes.
So if you were a favorite during all this Snowmageddon stuff we were having,
yes.
If you were a favorite of the Vets Club here in town, they actually used their push notification to let their patrons know that they were not going to be open one of the nights because it was so cold, and there was the governor had
declared in a snow emergency.
Right. So they were we're going to be closed. So they had it on their Facebook page too, but they also, I got the little notification on my phone. And so I thought, great.
Smart.
Yes.
Well, and it's so good to get those in real time, because we don't sit with our Facebook open.
Right. Right.
And so it's just nice having that, okay, this is important. You read this now.
Right.
Instead
don't go
of,
out because we're not here.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they did that.
Yes. I was glad when I saw it. I was like, ooh, a member using their
This is exactly what this is for.
Right.
Nice. Well, also in 2023 that we're looking to work on too in 2024 is Chamber Connections.
Yes.
So that was a fun monthly lunchtime thing that we did last year.
Right.
And we kind of had all kind of ranges of topics. It was kind of fun because we had members coming to us saying, hey, what about this? What about this?
Yes.
And so it was really cool because we had everything from self-care and stretching, when you sit at your desk and you're all kind of hunched over, how to work on your posture and your stretching.
Yes.
To the, I need to look at it. 1031
1031. Yes.
I'm
yes.
I'm going to have the wrong number if I don't. actually read my notes on this.
Right,
yes,
right.
to 1031 exchanges.
Yeah.
Which I will probably never need to know about it, but it was fun and I learned something new that day.
Right.
So.
And there were so many people there that were brand new that had not been at other chamber connections.
Yes.
Because it was something that was super important to their business.
Uh-huh.
And so it was awesome to see that because I was like, yeah, this doesn't gonna do anything for me.
Right.
But it's not obviously just about me and like a business like mine.
Right.
So it was awesome to see that we're having all of those different topics. And that
Mhm.
was from somebody that
Yeah.
they just said like, hey, I would love to host this. And they did it all. They got their speaker. They even invited people that they knew would benefit or businesses and stuff that would benefit from that. So, yeah, it was great. And I'm looking forward to this year. I know we're going to do a little bit different format. Not going to do it every month. Kind of doing every other month. And we should be having our first one in February. We'll see if that happens. If it doesn't happen for February, it's just that start of the year, getting everything like, let's get everything going again.
Yes, get that schedule out there for the year.
Right. So hoping we can get those set up, and to know about those, check our Facebook, and also check that app, and you'll see like the topics and all of that. And it'll also go out in the email blast too.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're not an email subscriber, call the office and get on those email blasts because a lot of information goes out that way.
Right.
Well, yeah, and thinking about other things that we did in 2023, our podcast, our chamber chat. We started that in June. Wasn't it June of last year? I think it was
June.
midsummer. It was like right before I went to Valentine with Teresa.
Oh, that's right.
Yes,
that's right.
You saw that conference.
Yes.
And so it was so fun because I was watching the conference, and I had a friend from college that saw it on Facebook and listened to it on her drive up to Valentine.
That's right. That's right.
So that was a fun surprise. So
I was thinking about this and how our first episode, how long it took us to record, because you remember we had it all printed out,
all scripted,
and we were literally just we were standing over by my counter, because at that time we didn't have our little studio set up yet.
Yes,
and we like we were reading it.
Yes, yes, Kate, that's great. Now tell us about this.
Yes, and then we were like, should we like put a little more I remember you saying something like a little more personality to it, not just reading it. We were like, yeah, let's try that again. Like we practiced
we read the whole thing through once.
Yes.
Without being recorded.
And now, even though we hadn't done it for like almost 2 months, we did have to listen to one to know what we say at the beginning.
Right. Get our intro down.
Right. But we were able to just jump in, and now we kind of got our rhythm and all of that. And we don't have to have a script. Might have some notes in front of us, but
yes.
keep us on task.
That's right.
So I'm excited and about our podcast, and I'm excited for this next year of
season 2.
Yeah.
Coming at you.
Yes.
So what other things do we have up our sleeve for Chamber 2024?
So 2024, as always, we will have those welcome bags, the Wahoo welcome bags.
They're so cute.
They're adorable.
I want a welcome bag.
I do too. I'm always like, can I get one? I mean.
Right. So it's one of those bags, just to remind people what the welcome bags are. They are handed out at City Hall to anybody that opens a new account with Wahoo Utilities. So if you're new to renting in the area, or if you purchased a property, anytime that you go get your utilities hookup done, they will hand you a bag.
Right.
And it's a big swag bag filled with all kinds of goodies from chamber members. So it's a chamber exclusive. You have to be a chamber member to be able to put goodies in the bag.
Right. So that's another little benefit of being a member, because you can do a little advertising in those bags, especially to new people that are coming to live here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So if you want to participate for 2024, drop off 150 of your items to the chamber office by February 15th.
Just coming up.
I know, the day after Valentine's Day.
Yes.
But who's counting?
Not a flower shop owner.
Right? No.
So then we also will be having our chamber directory. We kind of started. This will be our third or fourth.
No, it's our fifth.
Oh
annual.
my gosh!
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. How did that time fly? I remember the first one. I can't be that old.
Oh my gosh, our fifth.
Yes, our fifth annual.
And I know that people
directory.
do love, even though we have the app and we have, we have that online, we are going to be getting a website this year at some, it's probably somewhere in here in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
But there are people that love to have something in their hand that they can flip through, they can actually hold. And
make notes on.
Yes. And so I think people do love having that chamber directory.
Yes, it's always well received.
Yes. And that's another great benefit of being a member as well, because you kind of get a little extra.
Yes. Yep. And you've got the ability to advertise in it as well. And place an ad. So even more exposure.
So, Kat, now is that time we call mailbag questions.
Cue that music.
Mailbag time.
Open that bag.
So today's mailbag question isn't a true mailbag question. Like it didn't come in the mail.
It didn't come in the mailbag?
No, it did not come in the mailbag. I did not take it out of the mailbag. But I am overdue for lunch, to a lunch date, I should say, with another business person in town.
Oh, nice.
And she really wanted to kind of have a friend lunch and then also kind of talk a little chamber on how to get more involved. She's not a board member.
Right.
Which it feels like a lot of the more in-depth chamber interactions, I guess, is more of the board. And she was wanting to know about, what can she do? Even though she's not a board member, but she is a member of the chamber and has been for a while.
What she can do just to kind of get involved with the next, besides just paying her dues and sitting back and reaping the benefits. It's like, hey, can I contribute something to the organization?
Right.
I love that.
Yeah. And it excites me because I'm like, well, we would love help because our signature events are becoming bigger and bigger events. Yes. I would say. So I'm really excited to have, and I know that she's not the only person in Wahoo that is wondering that question.
Yes, I've heard some other people kind of ask the same thing.
Right. And so now we are going to be able to offer that we're going to send out a little form and see if how you want to be involved in our signature events. So if you would like to be, say, on the committee for Boo and Wahoo, then you can. Right. And you wouldn't have to, you're not just there that day of Boo and Wahoo, you would actually be able to serve on the committee.
Right. If do something like the planning, less of like the putting up the chairs.
Yes. Like really feel involved.
Yes.
And I think it's great. And you can be involved in one of our signature events, or you can be involved in more. And if say you can't come to those committee meetings, that doesn't mean you can't help again. Like say if you're like, I really can only help that day at Boo and Wahoo, I can help set up, I can help, then we'd love to have you.
Yes.
So it's kind of like you'll let us know what is your availability, your flexibility, and how much and how little you'd like to be involved.
Nice. Exciting stuff.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
You'll have to keep me posted on your lunch date.
Yes. We have had this lunch date planned. I think we have had to reschedule like 3 or 4 times now.
Oh, really?
And it's because of like a sickness or the weather, all of that. And so we were like, I think, and we've always picked Friday.
Okay.
So we're like, I think Friday at lunchtime is cursed for us to get together. So we haven't like set anything else up yet. And I was thinking I might need to say to her, hey, why don't we do like maybe a coffee,
right?
Like at mid morning and a different day. Or yes, or because we've had like the same restaurant picked, like all of it. We haven't switched.
It was all planned.
It was all planned
except for fate.
Yes. So I'm like, maybe we need to yeah, we need to
Nice.
change it up a bit.
Nice. And so that form to fill out to volunteer on one of the committees, that's going to come out via email too.
It
and on our
is.
social media.
Right.
Perfect.
Yes. And I'm thinking that one's going to come out probably mid-February, like early February. Because we have a couple other things that we're sending out for people to fill out, like we talked about with awards.
Yes, the nominations.
Yes, and we're also going to send out a little thing for board member nominations.
Yes.
So there's a lot of, and we don't want people to be like, oh my gosh, another
another email from the chamber.
Yes,
What?
another email, another form I have to fill out. So they're going to be kind of spread out just a
little
tad. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, and you said board member nominations. That's another way, kind of like hinging on what you were just talking about with your friend on how to, like, get on committees and do some extra work with the chamber. If you really want to get involved, we do have a couple openings on the board.
Yes.
For board members.
Yes.
That we'll be looking for and sending out an email to get ideas on people that would want to serve in a board member capacity.
Right. So if you know anyone that you would like to nominate or you'd like to nominate yourself, you can look for that email, or you can call the office, stop into the office and just let them know hey, can I be put on the ballot?
Yeah. Yeah.
You do need to be a chamber member to serve on the board.
Yes.
So, Kat, we didn't talk about this at the beginning, but do you have a poll question for us today?
I always have a poll question for us. Thinking ahead to Valentine's Day. I know, because it's already February. And so when I think of Valentine's Day, one of the things I think about are those little conversation hearts.
Oh,
those little candies in a box.
Yes.
So are you team nostalgia on the candy conversation hearts? Do you love them because there's just something about when you had them in grade school and read their little sayings and, crunched on them and tried not to break your teeth?
Right.
There's just something like sweetly nostalgic about it.
Right.
Or are you team no thanks? I think they taste like chalk, and I'm not really interested in eating chalk, even though I did it as a kid.
Right. For me, it is a nostalgia thing. I love seeing them. I don't want them. I don't need to eat them. I do love that our bakery in town, they do donuts.
Yes.
That look like them.
Yes.
So I would rather get my nostalgia fix, I guess, by going over to the Wahoo Bakery and ordering one of their little heart conversational donuts.
Ooh.
Than doing the chalk.
That's a good idea. There was a couple of Valentine's days ago. This reminds me that I need to put my order in. I ordered from Christina a conversation donut had everybody's name on it. We had some, we have extra people at Valentine's Day, and what's more fun than walking in on Valentine's Day, and I had them all staged with rose petals and candles, and
oh my God,
so
I
when
will come
everybody
work for you for Valentine's,
come on down. So when everybody got to work that day, it was just like a little fun, like not like, oh, it's Valentine's Day, it's gonna be busy.
Gonna be busy, right?
But it's like, oh, this is fun. We get to celebrate Valentine's Day today,
right?
So thank you for reminding me
Yeah.
to put my order
Put your
in.
order in, yes.
Christina, I'll be calling.
Yes, and I did just see that she just put out the menu.
Yes,
and it all looks good. And I did see her conversational. I was gonna say conversational piece. I mean, it could be.
It could be a conversation
It could
piece.
be a conversation piece.
Conversation starter.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome.
So thanks for the reminder to get in there and order those.
You are welcome. Well, we don't really have any other like upcoming events that we need to really talk about. If we'll talk about some more later, but if you are dying to know when those other signature events are happening, do go check out our app.
Yep.
There are a few that are already listed on our Facebook page as well. But the one that you need to know about and mark your calendar is March 20th.
March 20th, Starlite Event Center.
Yes.
5:00.
Social
and
and voting.
5:30 awards.
Right.
Nice.
Right.
Well, yay.
Awesome.
It feels good to be back on the bicycle.
Yes, we did it. We remembered how to do it. Well, as always, thanks for listening, and don't forget
to keep it local, friends.
This has been a Chamber Chat
with Kate
and Kat.
See you next time.
Microphone check. Microphone check.
Hello, hello.
Talk to us a little more.
Do you know what time it is?
It's mailbag time.